We're going live.
Matt, there's like a little reflection.
I know. I'm trying to get rid of it. YouTube, be patient with me, please.
We're almost there.
You're gonna have to move the computer. That reflection's not going anywhere, Matt.
It's upside down, dear.
We're like 80% there. It says live on YouTube, but I don't think we're live on YouTube yet.
Can anyone hear us?
Let us know in the chat.
If you can't read the chat, Lorcan, you have no way of knowing if they can hear you.
Hello.
Wow.
It's still like I still have a loading bar, but like it says
This is
on
by
the
far
Zoom
the
itself, it says
smoothest
we're live
open
on
we've
YouTube.
ever had to a show.
Am I louder if I hold my mouth or if I hold my hand up like this?
Lorcan,
When I go on YouTube, it says we're going to be live in 1 minute and 46 seconds.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh,
Are there people in the chat?
There's 0 people there. Oh, well, one person said, ooh.
Is it Lindsay?
Nope,
ooh.
it's Kimmy.
All right.
Okay, yeah. Wait, what? Connection is timed
We've
out.
already got 1 like.
It said the connection timed out. What the hell?
Scooby Dooby Doo, Scooby Dooby.
Scooby Dooby Doo. Scooby Dooby.
Scooby Dooby Doo. How do I share this?
I have so
Hopefully
much
this still
hair.
goes to the same one. Hold on. I'm confused as to why.
Oh, I might have just flagged this.
I'm going for that soccer player in the 90s look.
Mel, did you say you reported us?
I might have on accident. I'm trying to figure out how to share it. Oh, I had to hit that.
Oh, hold on. I don't know why, but it keeps like not fully loading onto the thing, which is really weird. Oh, here we
We're
go.
up.
Hello?
Oh, well, but
Are we
now
live?
it's,
There
Oh.
we are.
Yeah, no, we went live when you were doing the Scooby Dooby thing.
yeah, but
Oops.
Woo.
then it. Oh,
Ooh, is that Keenan?
Yeah, Keenan McGuckin's
Oh, shoot.
up in here. Okay, so it looks like we're live. Though
This
it looks
is
like
the
now.
smoothest open we've ever had.
So now it looks like it's loading on both, and I'm confused.
yeah. I'm getting a lot of like hiccuping and loading stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think everyone's trying to use the internet right now?
Could be.
Well,
I see that we are live right now.
and okay, yeah, because I have loading things on both of my. Oh. Hello? Okay. Looks like everyone's getting us. Let me see on my phone.
Someone said,
Sorry,
"Yo,
this is
Matt
nowhere
looks
near as-
different," so they're definitely seeing this.
I literally didn't get the joke because I forgot that you were holding that up.
What do you mean? Holding
was
that
like,
up? This
oh,
is
you're right,
Me,
sorry.
man.
You've been
It's Matt.
framed.
It's me, Matt.
Okay. So it looks like we're all good now.
I think we're all good. Yeah. To our early arrivers, thank you for
Sorry, that was not
sitting
seamless.
through. Thank
My
you for
apologies.
sitting through us awkwardly preparing for this, trying to figure out if the stream was even working.
Mason, I thought I went fine.
Thanks, Matt.
I think he prefers to
Today-
go by Maddie.
Yeah. So today we are joined by Maddie, the star pitcher of his little league team.
Guys, it's
and
just a
Lorcan and Mel.
joke. I'm here. I was here all along.
Wow.
Great.
One of my better bits, I think.
Top notch.
So, thank you everyone for joining us. I think we're gonna get the ball rolling very soon. We're just letting a couple people roll in. Where our numbers are fluctuating. Started streaming.
Yeah, let me see.
I love that this is the week that we tried to have like the most seamless intro.
Yeah, that's my bad.
It constitutes the most problem. It's
Danny,
not your
it's
bad.
Not your
It's not
bad,
your
bud.
bad,
You
Danny.
did
It's not your bad.
absolute best.
Yeah, also what sucks too with like 5 screens, it's got a really weird configuration on the Zoom. I don't know if you guys can see or on the live stream.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like
Danny,
an
don't
upside
you
down
fret,
pyramid.
bud.
For the Olympics,
Thank
the
you
Olympic
to
rings.
Shannonymous, who said that I really pranked her. I'm so glad that got you, because it wasn't actually
Okay.
me. It was a framed photo of me as a child.
Danny, can you make sure that our mods get crowned?
Oh, very, very good point.
Did they get or did they not keep that status?
Are they in here?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, because it was just Lindsay and Chris. I can
Yeah.
also make Keenan a mod. I
I
can make
don't know if
Lorcan
Keenan
a
wants to be a
mod.
Yeah, make me a mod. I'll go
Yeah.
nuts.
Lorcan wants to be a mod. in his own
I'll go
show.
crazy.
Mod
I'm
his
just
own
gonna
show.
kick everyone out of
Alright.
it.
So now Lorcan has the little blue. If you type something, you have the little blue wrench next to your name.
What?
Yep.
Whoa.
Can
Wow.
we,
got
can we-
rid-
oh, look at that. Hi, Kara.
Keenan wants to be mod. All right, there you go. All right, we
Everybody
can't just
can
make
be a
everybody
mod.
a mod. But yeah.
No, it reduces the power of the office. You have to respect the mod has to have some.
Yeah.
The fact that Lorcan's in is
Okay,
already
Keenan, if you're
questionable.
gonna do it though, you have to like really do it. Okay.
Well, we
this
don't
is a
really
big
know what the
responsibility.
mod, like the what the mod actually really does right now.
Yeah, Keenan, ban everyone in the chat.
Is there? Can we share this link on the Script Not Found Instagram, maybe? Or I think
I
that
can do
maybe
that.
we didn't. Maybe some of the folks missed us. In the meantime,
I'm gonna do it
Hi,
on mine.
everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We are Script Not Found, and we are rejoining you for another live stream Zoom show. This week is a nice little 4 improviser show with Matt, Mel, Lorcan, and I. And we're really glad to be back. It's been a rough 2 weeks, and but like doing improv together is often what keeps us afloat and happy, and we're really excited to bring that back and hopefully bring some like wholesome, safe fun back into our lives. Thanks so much for joining me, to the 3 of you even.
hey,
And,
I'm
happy to be
thrilled
here.
Mel, could you please tell our viewers what beverage you are consuming?
I am consuming Matt's college beverage of choice, which he turned me on to, Michelob Ultra. It is a superior light beer, low
It's
calorie.
the superior light beer. Yes.
All right. Matt, I remember that you and I remember you told me this in college, but you once admitted to me that you knew that advertising was effective because Michelob
Yes.
Ultra ads just
100%.
immediately speak to you right here.
Yes.
Can you please describe what a Michelob Ultra ad was?
Yeah, like every Michelob Ultra ad that I see is just like I've never felt so clearly just advertisement being injected straight into my veins, because every Michelob Ultra commercial is like fit, attractive people like doing really intense workouts, like but as a unit. So there's like a friendship element, which is very important to me. And they're like sweating and they're working hard. Like here's some fit, attractive people hiking. Here's some fit, attractive people in a cycling class. Like here's some fit, attractive people playing dodgeball. And then because there's usually like a rec sports element to it too, which speaks straight to my soul, because I love that idea of like
Yeah.
getting all your friends together to like play a sport together. It's just fun. It's fun to do stuff with your friends. And then cut to them like at the finish line of the jogathon that they were doing, or like on the side of the baseball field, and they're like wiping sweat off and they're drinking a beer. And it's just like, that's what I want to do every day.
That's what Matt's vision of heaven looks like to begin with.
Genuinely, like if I could get all my friends, and again, it doesn't matter. The attractive part really isn't important. It's just everyone likes to look at attractive people from time to time. The attractive
Lindsay
part isn't.
Lindsay said Matt thinks he's fit and attractive. Spread the word.
The point is less about that part. It's more just about the communal, like, let's exercise, but also let's have a beer. We're all friends.
So fun.
Morgan, what's up?
Perfect.
Matt, do you drink beer like at the end of a workout or a
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of counterintuitive.
Yeah,
I
depending
will
on the
say-
time of the day.
I've seen people do it and it kind of baffles me because I'm a big beer drinker but also a big water drinker. And like once I've worked up a sweat, I always go water.
I think the idea is that you hydrate during the activity and then have the beer when the activity has concluded.
Mel, what's up?
There is 1000% an overlap. There are 2 Venn diagrams, are the running community and the beer community. Because in the center, like beer is a huge part of running culture. Like
It really is.
a thing.
Is
like,
it?
Yeah.
The best beer I have ever had was after I finished my half. And like it's a huge thing. Like most
You hear how
Most-
she uses the lingo like that? I knocked out a half.
yeah, whatever. Most running
Is
groups
fun
will
slang
have a
also
weekly
in the middle
run.
of that Venn diagram?
Yeah. Once I finished
Slang
my
like half.
fufka, and then my tenka, and then I did my
Mm.
halfie, and then my murthy.
Oh, that's a marathon. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Mirth
you
is
lost
already
me
a
on that last
word,
one.
so I don't think.
You guys heard about my 26.2? I haven't done it yet, but one day.
Have you guys heard of the thing that hasn't happened yet?
Hard.
Yeah,
in
no, I mean
elementary
that's not.
school,
Yeah.
in elementary school, we used to run the mile on Fridays. And I grew up
Every
in a
Friday?
yeah, and I grew up in a part of the state which is pretty hot, and sometimes on a Friday you would be running, and you would run it at like 2 p.m., like the hottest part of the day. It was pretty, actually sometimes pretty toasty while we were out there running. But the big thing was our teacher said that the 3 people who finished the mile first can
Got a
have a
beer.
soda from her fridge. Yeah, got a beer, got a Michelob Ultra.
Got a
So they
Michelob
started
Ultra.
me early. Got like a cherry Pepsi from
That's
her
running the
little
mile
like
3
mini
times to
fridge.
get all 3 beers.
And that's like, I love doing that. But when I think about what I did, I like ran a mile and then just like consumed like dehydrating sugary stuff, and I realized that probably wasn't the best for me. It is Friday, baby.
I'd love to transition into our warm up, which is very similar to what we're doing right now. And so, for those of you in the chat, we're going to keep having a conversation a la this, but you also might hear one of us say cut to, and then we'll do a really brief scene that's inspired by the thing that we're talking about. It's pretty fluid and should be pretty self-explanatory. But and I'd like to start us off by cut to Matt and Lorcan at an elementary school where they have the kids doing a pretty rigorous exercise regimen.
How you doing, bud?
Oh God, I'm wrecked. How are you?
Pretty wrecked. I would say I'm wrecked.
We're doing pretty well though. I think we can get our mile time under 10 minutes today.
Yeah, if we get under 10 minutes, you know what that means?
No.
Cherry
Don't
Pepsi,
stop.
baby.
Keep going.
Oh, sorry. Whenever I talk about cherry Pepsi, I get really fired up.
A
Cherry
stern man's voice bellows out, and a starting gun fires into the air.
Oh, jeez.
Lorcan, we've been running ahead of the race actually starting. Now we're exhausted.
Okay.
A red flare shoots up into the air.
Lorcan, I gotta ask you something, bud. And look, I love the cherry Pepsi at the end, but do you ever wonder if our elementary school takes the mile run? Don't stop! Come on. Do you ever wonder if do you think our elementary school is actually a military academy?
All right. Cut back. When I was a kid, your cherry Pepsi thing, Matt, reminded me of how when I was a kid, I thought caffeinated sodas would like really fuck me up for some reason. Because,
like how so?
Like my dad, who is a scientist and who was not always really good at explaining things to kids, like it was. I remember it being like when I was like in 3rd grade, our school assembly had like a drug talk that was like, "Don't do drugs." And I came home, and my dad basically explained to me that like lots of things are drugs. In fact, tons of things are drugs.
Right when you were most scared of drugs.
Yes.
Right.
And I was very young in early elementary school, and he explained to me that caffeine is actually a very
Right.
noticeable drug, like a significant drug. It just
Yeah.
happens to be legal. And he then would explain to me that like Pepsi and Coke and Dr. Pepper and Barks Root Beer have caffeine in them as sodas. And I basically was like assumed it was more or less like I wouldn't go to jail for it, but I assumed it was like morally illegal for me to have them. And my
Right.
dad just kind of was like fine with that, 'cause
Morally
he was like,
illegal.
honestly, kids who aren't addicted to caffeine sounds good to me. So he was
Yeah.
like, he just let me like believe that I need to avoid caffeinated soda as a rule.
Okay, kids, as your dare instructor, I feel that it is my duty to go beyond the curriculum. Yeah, your eyes should be big. In fact, they should be even bigger because I'm about to give you some truth, okay? As your dare instructor, yes, Mason in the front.
Are there going to be more scary pictures like the cigarette lung one that you just showed us?
There absolutely are. And in fact, I'm so glad that you said that, Mason, because that is a neat segue into the next thing that I'm going to tell you. Now, look, an average dare officer do actually resist extra substances is what DARE stands for. DARE. Yes. First Lorcan, then Mel. I do see you, Mel. You can lower your hand. I will get to you. Lorcan first. Yeah.
Could you repeat what the acronym stands for? I wasn't taking
Yeah.
notes.
Yeah. Of course. It's do actually resist
What's an
extra
acronym?
substances. Mason, please don't ask questions before I call on you. Mel was
sorry.
next. It's important to me that people know that when
I
I
don't
see
smoke.
multiple hands, I establish an order, and then I do follow through on that promise.
I don't
So
smoke.
Mel, you're up next.
You didn't answer my question.
So no, I did. I said do actually resist extra substances. You,
Oh, that was.
kid,
I thought that was a joke.
Kid, you have your feet up on the desk in front of you. Your backpack is zipped up. I know it's Friday at 1:50 p.m., but if you want me to repeat myself multiple times, you're gonna be a drug user. I'll just say it. You're gonna be a drug user. Mel, you're up.
Can I stop breathing out of this very small coffee stirrer to assess what it feels like to have a hole in your throat?
It's important that you continue to actually, Mel. I appreciate that you're asking me that, but it's important that you continue to, because look, when you end up, Mason, I see you, I will get to you. Mason, I see you, I will get to you once I'm concluded. Okay, Mason, I see that you have 2 hands raised. I will get to your first question, followed by your second question. Now, Mel, when you get a hole in your throat because you're Lorcan, I see you. Lorcan, I see you. I'll get to you after Mason's first question and Mason's second question. You can lower your hand. I do see you. I see you. I hear you. Mel, I see your hand
All
there.
right.
Mel, I will get to you after. Oh, come on. I could do this bit forever, baby. Wait, Mel, was that a thing? Did you have to
That
breathe?
was a thing.
You had to breathe
Yes.
out of a tiny like coffee stirrer to.
Yes,
I
yeah.
know exactly what that is because I did it too.
Yeah.
What? Wait, what does DARE actually stand for? I completely blanked.
I feel confident that the D is drugs.
It is.
Not
It's like
Drug.
drug
Is the A alcohol?
abuse resistance education.
Oh, that sounds right. That just
Oh,
sounds
if
right.
anyone in the chat knows it, just let us know.
Well,
I'm
it
I'm
occurs
looking it
to
up
me,
right now.
Okay, thank you. It occurs to me that not only are many of our viewers international, but also many of them are 5 to even like 10 years younger than us. So
Yeah.
I
I'm gonna
feel
say
like
years old.
5 to 10 years old. We're huge
Maybe.
with the early elementary school kids. No,
when
but it occurs to me they probably don't know DARE.
Yeah, I think they
Yeah.
got rid of it.
Yeah, DARE
When
is
I-
like passe.
when I was in elementary school, I actually had to breathe through the straw thing twice. One time was for emphysema, which was like a DARE thing for like cigarettes. Like if you smoke cigarettes, it'll feel like you're
Oh,
breathing through
okay.
a straw for the rest of your life. But the second one was to understand what asthma feels like. And it was really funny because I have asthma.
You have asthma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I was 9, which is when we did this, my asthma was really bad. Like it's worse than it is now.
So
And
double
And they
asthma.
still made you do it? You
and
had
it was
double
really funny
asthma.
because they made me do it, even though I was already like, because I had allergies that would trigger asthma, but I did not know yet what the triggers were. So like, I was consistently like wheezy and asthmatic during school and stuff, and I remember having to breathe through the straw even when like I already felt like not great about breathing.
That's
And I remember like
awful.
raising my hand, and being like, I already know what asthma feels like, so can I please like not do this?
Yeah.
They're like, Mason, look, we have to either put a sticker on your report card. It's either a star or a big red X, and you're
I was like-
choosing your fate here, kid. Breathe out of
And
the
as
straw.
an adult, I'm like,
or
it's
face
not
the
like
red X.
like an asthma kid breathing through a straw is not what asthma feels like. That actually is an even worse education of what asthma feels like, because I would already know by default. But I just thought that was really funny.
That's really funny.
It
So
does
yes,
stand
we
for
will do that.
drug abuse resistance education. Yes.
Well done, Mel.
Ooh,
Danny, how are you
Mel.
doing, bud?
100%.
I'm doing well. I'm just I'm going in and out of enabling my video so that because the screen is infinitely sexier when it's filled up by the 4 of you.
Infinitely sexier. That's
Infinitely
fun
sexier.
verbiage.
A scent from Macy's.
Michelob Ultra, infinitely sexier.
Infinitely sexier. Did you just wrap up a nice rec league game of volleyball? You probably
Hey Matt,
need.
we just got your pitch pages for
Yeah,
the new slogan.
And I just want to say thank thank you for the opportunity. Thank you so much for the opportunity. You have no
Yeah,
idea
no,
how
definitely.
excited I am.
Mason and I, when we built this company up, we thought it was really important to get suggestions from interns.
That is so
um,
cool. That is so cool. Thank you
We
so
value
much
you.
again for this opportunity. What did you say? I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Mason.
We value you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I
The
feel
only
seen.
thing is, we've actually never had an intern that's under 21, and being a beer company, I guess
Right.
we didn't realize how important it was that you knew what beer tasted like, because the
Yeah.
slogan you handed in was, chalky leaves have never tasted better.
Exactly. And what I was going for is that sometimes when you drink beer, it's like chalky leaves.
Could you please elaborate?
Yeah. Sometimes when my dad drinks beer, because as a 20-year-old, I've never consumed beer. But sometimes when I watch my dad drink beer, he makes a face that reminds me of when I was a kid. I would play in the driveway. I would draw stuff with chalk. Sometimes a leaf would get under my chalk, and then I would look at it, and it would look like candy. So I would just be like, I'm gonna have a bite of this. And the face that my dad makes sometimes when he has a sip of beer is similar to the way that I felt when I did that. So it's really very
you
literal.
Can you show us that face? I'm just curious. Is he
Yes,
drinking our beer and he's making this face?
Yeah, it's something like,
Oh, like a little kissy face.
yeah, it's like a little kissy face. Yeah.
Oh, can we see that just one more time?
Oh, of course. Yeah, it's.
Can you add it with the sip? I just want to see the sip first and
Of
how
course.
quickly
Of course,
it
I would be
transitions.
happy to with this LaCroix.
Guys, chalky leaves, yeah.
Can you now
Leaves.
mime eating chalk and a leaf and then doing it?
Oh, thank you.
I
Thank
would
you,
be
Mason.
happy to. Yeah, I would be happy to.
Thank you. Thank you.
Was that not good, guys?
Oh no,
I
it
was gonna
great.
send that. I was gonna send that to SAG. I thought maybe
Yeah,
SAG would finally let
that's
me
how they
in.
accept members. Is on
Yeah,
the demos.
let's unionize this guy.
Yeah, so that wasn't good, or
That was great.
I'd like to
Thank you,
I'd
Logan.
like to move along into our first long form segment.
which will
And-
center on that character that I was.
Yes,
pursuing?
which is entirely a long form about the origin story of that kid.
Perfect.
Today we're going to do a little bit of a special long form. The way it works is I'd like to ask our chat right now, would any of you, please type in a setting or a world. So you could say a world where blank, or you could say a setting like a house, and then a couple descriptors of the house, but just some setting. Be as colorful as you want. We had last time we did a stream, we had a Patreon guest, Noah, on, and I remember the all of us being very happy with the suggestion that he gave that was so vivid, and it really gave us a lot of inspiration, and that kind of opened my mind up to the idea of just having our suggestions be a lot more colorful than we normally ask for, because we normally ask for a word, but I know that our audience is a very creative group of people, so I'd love to ask for a more illustrative suggestion. So please type in
said, a world where only fit and attractive people can drink beer.
Good rep.
Uh,
I want to shout out some of the hashtags, and thank you
Sure.
guys so much for being so active in the chat.
Love
We
it.
see you, we hear you. Infinitely sexier was trending for a little bit. Chalky leaves got a little bit of love. Wait, there was another one that I saw that was really good.
Hashtag Mason, I see you.
Yeah, Mason, I see
Very,
you. I hear you.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I saw
Ooh, outer space
uh,
pirate ships. That's pretty cool.
Ooh.
Outer Space Pirate Ship.
Holy
You guys like that
crap,
one?
That sounds really fun. Yeah, let's do it.
All right,
cool.
guys, we're going to take Outer Space Pirate Ship. So every scene that you're about to see us do is going to take place somewhere in an outer space pirate ship.
Love that.
We don't really have any other stipulations. It could really go anywhere, but it will take place in an outer space pirate ship. So this is our Outer Space Pirate Ship long form. Yay!
Woo!
I'm sorry that we only had one telescope.
It's okay. I can make things out pretty good just through the glass. That's what you got
Larkin.
portholes for, right?
Yeah, Lorcan, I gotta say this is part of what makes you such a great first mate. When I say, "Look, we've got lemons," you say, "No problem, I'll make lemonade," and that's what I love about you. Still nothing in the vast expanse of nothingness beyond.
I
Uh,
just saw space.
Yeah, just pitch blackness. Lorcan, as my first mate, I can tell you things that I won't tell other members of the crew. Is that okay?
Yeah, Captain. Hit me. What have you got?
I sometimes fear that we've reached a portion of space that has nothing in it. And as pirates, I find that we sort of subsist on stealing the things of others. And it occurred to me that
We can't steal if there's nothing there.
Lorcan, this is what makes you such a good first mate. You understand these things. Now, Lorcan, as my most trusted advisor and my first mate, I have to tell you, we have to save face with the crew, okay? We cannot have a mutiny, all right? And I don't think that when we had that option between the black hole that we ended up entering, okay, and that densely populated solar
I still
system.
I think the black hole was a great idea by you, Captain.
Thank you, Lurkin. That's what makes you such a good first mate. I'm a little worried that the crew may not feel the same way, and it's important to me that I keep a hook's grip on the way things run in this ship. You understand?
In the background of space, Mason, in a tiny, like one passenger little spaceship, starts putting by with a big sign on the side that says "Debris Collector."
Lorcan, are you sorry? Lorcan, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Lorcan, do you see that little ship putting along?
Yeah.
Lorcan, what does it say on the sign? I can't quite make it out. Does that say debris collector?
Let me use my reading eye.
Yes,
Debris
the
collector.
glass one still isn't reading for you. Huh?
A very quick zoom into Mason's headphones reveals that he's listening to Alanis Morissette.
Look, and he looks soft. He looks
like he's having a good time.
Lorcan, here's an idea. Lorcan, I've got an idea for you. Lean in, my boy.
What is it, Cap?
What if we steal his debris? This could really be a morale boost for the crew.
I like it, Captain. We could steal a
All
whole
right.
ship.
All right, mateys, everyone to the deck,
Yeah,
we
have
see-
the Captain.
Thank you, Lorcan. I appreciate that. We see a flood of space pirates. Different, sort of a ragtag band. They don't look necessarily destitute, but they're not super fancy. They sort of have different kinds of sort of like spacesuits that are kind of cobbled together, but a vicious looking group. They all rush to the deck, including Mason and Mel, who seem to be sort of the leaders of the rest of the crew. I say, my crew, what do you say? We
What do you
pillage
say?
somebody. What, Lorcan, what was that?
I was just trying to emphasize your words.
Okay, Lorcan, I love you.
Well, you kind of interrupted him.
Yeah, Lorcan, look, I really appreciate your enthusiasm, but if you could just wait until I finish a sentence and then you can sort of echo it. When you say things on top of me, I don't hear it, so then I have to stop, I have to slow down, I have to ask you what you just said. You understand.
Why was I woken up?
Crew! Listen to me. We have an opportunity, boys. How would you
An
like
opportunity?
to pillage some?
You did it
I
again.
thought that was the end of
It
it.
was sort of between two clauses, so I'll let it pass. But please, Lorcan, just rein it in, okay, bud? Look, crew, there is a debris collector out there, and I don't know about you, but I haven't eaten any debris in a little while.
That actually affects me personally because I was in the middle of making space joes for dinner, and they're probably burning on the stove the longer that we have a conversation as a group.
Yeah, what's the
So-
play?
If
We
could
see
wrap
that
it up-
we see that Mel appears to be a slightly more gentle, kind, sort of caretaker pirate. She still has a lightsaber attached to her side, but she is, as you would if you were a space pirate. But she appears to be more concerned about the well-being of the crew than necessarily bloodthirst. Mel, listen, if you need to get the Space Joes going, you need to get the Space Joes going. That's fine. You can be excused. Is that what
Captain
you're asking
Matt.
for?
Yes, Captain Matt, I've been tracking your macros, and I just don't think that you've hit a level that's good for today. And Lorcan, did you take your vitamins this morning? Lorcan, I can see the B12 draining from your face.
Mel,
Not
you
getting
keep us
enough
grounded.
sun.
You keep us healthy. What was that, Mason?
Lorcan's not getting enough sun.
Yes, well, since we got up here, we haven't gotten a whole lot of sun. At
And-
least since
and-
we went
and
through
Mason,
that black hole.
Mason,
Yeah.
I'm gonna up your serotonin.
That'd be nice. I've been having
Yes.
kind of a bummer week.
Mel, I think if everyone in the crew could just give some snaps for Mel's hard work, if we
Thank
could
you.
just get some snaps
Thank
going.
you. I don't do it for the snaps. I do it for the debris. I'll be
Cut
back.
to
That Mason's ship has disappeared off the horizon. Completely gone.
Mason's ship
The
is
ship is long gone. Okay, Mason.
Cut to the kitchen where Mel enters, and her meek little assistant is waiting for her there.
Chantel,
Mel,
have you been flipping the Space Joes while I've been gone?
absolutely, nothing has burned.
Chantel, when we found you on the rocks of Scuba Dark, I didn't know that
That's
we
my
were
home
going to
asteroid
find.
belt. Yes.
Yes, Scuba Dark, spelled Scoob, Scoob,
I know how it's spelled. Yeah.
Yes,
my
and then
home.
dark. Yes, I'm spelling it from my own mind, so I
Oh,
don't
Sure.
ever forget again that you are
Sure.
from. Where are you from?
Scuba Dark.
Scuba Dark. When we picked you up at Scuba Dark, I thought we were just getting a prisoner, but we weren't, Chantel. We were getting a friend, and
Thanks.
you are the most talented sous chef we've ever had.
Thank you.
We see that Chantel is chained to the stove.
Chantel,
Now-
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. When you said that you thought you were taking a prisoner, does that mean you do not view me as a prisoner?
Two things can be true at the same time, Chantel.
Right. I'm just asking which ones are true then.
I think we all know which ones are true, Chantel. Now, why
No,
don't
that's
you?
why I'm asking, because I don't know.
No, Chantel, I think you do know.
Do I know?
Chantel, look inside your brain, because you can do that when you're in Scuba Dark. That's one of the skills that people from that planet can do.
Yes.
You can look
Once
inside your own
again,
brain.
it is my home, so I know this. Yes.
Yes, but I'm just reminding myself
Oh,
that two
okay.
of the skills for the people from
Mhm.
Scuba Dark is they can look inside their own brains, and they are the ghostwriters for Alanis Morissette. Those are the
Ye-
two things people from Scuba Dark can do.
Yes. Yeah. I've looked inside my brain, and I still definitely feel like I'm a prisoner.
Cut to Mason, Mason the debris collector, sort of putt-putting, and he just got past that big ship.
To remind me.
Incoming transmission. Incoming transmission. Incoming transmission.
Hello.
Hey, hon, it's me.
Hey. Good
How
to
are
see
you
you.
doing out there? Are you staying close to the solar system?
Well, there's just a lot of debris. I found this. It looks like a ship, and it's just really leaking debris. I mean, there's just so much to collect.
Oh, there's like debris coming out of the back of it, or
yeah,
how
yeah.
close
There's
are you
debris
getting,
coming out of the
Mason?
back of it. What?
How close are you getting?
I'm trying to keep my distance. I'm just collecting the debris. I'll get a raise if I bring back a big haul this week, I think.
I know
So-
that, and I support you in your work. But remember, we have a pupa at home, and this pupa needs a father. This
I
pupa
know.
needs a father, Mason.
And
And I
I
get
know.
nervous about
The
you. You
pupa
are-
is made of jelly, and it has now slipped out of Matt's hands to where he has to pick it up again.
Oh. Good thing they're sturdy. Listen, Mason, you know I love you.
I love you too.
You have been my partner for a long time. And we tried for a long time to get a pupa.
It falls
Yeah.
again.
Ah,
You gotta.
I've got a what? I've got a what? Oh, now
Sorry,
you're
just-
gonna tell me how to.
I just wanna
now
make
you're
sure
gonna
you
tell me
have
how to parent the
your
pupa.
balance and everything. And
I'm just gonna keep it sort of.
That's
They're very
fine.
slippery. You would know. Look,
yes, they are.
I'm not.
I'll
trying to
come
fight.
home soon.
I
Is that what you're
love you.
saying?
I say this out of I love you. I want you to be safe. I just think that maybe you could scoop up some debris a little closer to our own solar system from time
Okay,
to time.
I'm on my last bit of debris. I'm approaching it right now. I'll be there in like a minute, and I'll just scoop that up, and that'll be it for the day. I'll just go right home. Okay.
Okay, I'll see you soon. The
Okay.
pupa misses you.
All right. Bye. Little does Mason see, the giant shadow of the ship has overcast his vehicle as he approaches the final piece of debris.
Cut to Lorcan and Matt back kind of in the private quarters. Lorcan, can I ask you something?
Yes, Captain.
Did you feel like that address to the crew that I tried to make? Did you feel like it got a little derailed at some point?
No, not at all, Captain. I thought it was
Lorcan-
an excellent address.
Lorcan, do people respect me? Honest, just tell me. Is there a mutiny brewing?
I couldn't respect you more, Captain.
Lorcan, I appreciate that, but you're not the only person aboard this crew, aboard this ship.
Ding,
amongst
ding,
the
ding,
crew.
ding, ding. Mel enters with the dinner tray.
Oh.
I brought your dinners for you guys.
Goodness. Sorry, Mel, you startled me.
Now you, for Captain Matt, I brought your mutant tea. I mean, tea.
Okay, thank you. Delicious.
And for you, Vice President Lorcan, I
That's me, Space Vice President.
I brought you your kale smoothie.
Perfect.
The mug says VP on it.
Mel,
Lorcan.
well,
Oh, just
no,
wanted
no,
to make
please,
sure-
Mel. Mel, your
Lorcan,
work is
you need to-
important. You go ahead.
it's more important than what you're saying. That's agreed. Lorcan, you need to finish the entire kale smoothie. There's lots of B12 in there. And Captain Matt, I don't care.
Mel, can I ask you something?
Yes. Do I think I should be captain? Yes. Is that your question?
Oh, goodness, that's what I was afraid of.
If you were
Vice
from Scuba
President,
Dog, you
Mr.
could
Vice-
look inside your own brain and you would know what your own question was. But you're not. You're not like Chantel.
You can go now, Mel.
I'll go because I want to. Vice President, finish that smoothie.
Thanks, Captain.
We see that once
Thanks,
again the ship, the pirate ship has gone off course, and Mason has again escaped. It's just they just can't stay focused on this mission. Cut to Mason's home solar system. We're on a small planet. It looks like a safe, comfortable, happy place. And his partner Matt is with the pupa at like a local park. Oh, sweetie.
Hi. Is that a new pupa?
Yes, it is a new pupa. Could you tell the way it keeps slipping through my grasp?
My pupa just promoted. So I don't actually need this baby Bjorn anymore. If you want to wear that,
Oh.
it keeps him from falling out.
That is so sweet of you. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
I'm
Would you
Kinder.
mind holding the? Sorry, what was that?
I'm Kinder.
Ah, Kinder, thank you. Do you mind holding the pupa while I put on the?
I would be
Bjorn?
happy to.
Thank you. Okay. Oh, is that how you're supposed to do it?
Yes, if you spin them fast enough, it keeps them flat, and then you can rest it on your head like a little hat.
Can I be honest with you?
Yes,
Thank
of
you. I'll take
course.
it back. I sometimes feel like I don't know how to care for the pupa. I'll just say it. It's my first pupa, and sometimes I worry that it will never promote itself to full person status.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. What was it?
It's Garden.
Garden. You're being a little too hard on yourself, Garden.
Oh,
The only
thank
reason
you for
I know this
saying
stuff is because I've had multiple pupae, if you will, and
Yes.
also I run the local kindergarten. So
that. Do you really?
I do.
Oh,
What was your first
goodness.
guess?
Oh,
Oh, but I told you.
Oh, right. Yes. Yeah. So I didn't do a whole lot of guessing. Look, I mean, I just don't know how I'll even, I would love to take my little pupa to your place, but I know that it has to get to 3 sons before I'm able to do that. And can I be honest with you? I'm sorry. I know that we hardly know each other, but I just feel like venting to somebody. My partner, they're a debris collector, which, as you know, is one of the most prestigious roles on our planet. They
Is your
make
partner Mason?
Yes, you know Mason. How do you know Mason?
Actually, my partner is a debris collector, and he just got an SOS signal from your partner that he was in grave danger.
What?
Yes, that's so funny that they know each other.
No, that's not funny. Is Mason in danger? Tell me more. What?
He's in grave
Can I see the
danger.
transmission? Did he send a video transmission? Can I see it, please?
I believe it was just over the radio, but he said something about a
Are you
big
sure it
ship.
wasn't a video transmission?
I'm pretty sure it wasn't, but I think it was something about a big ship. I heard Alanis Morissette playing
Okay,
in the background.
play it for me, please. Play it for me.
Beep.
I think the pirate ship has spotted me and is coming for the small amount of debris I've collected. So I just trying to leave this for my wife to let them know that I'm at cluster 6.1 and maybe send some authorities over or something. Unless I'm fine, I could probably be fine.
Kinder.
Can I delete the message? It's taking up a little bit of space.
Yes, that's fine. I got the important thing. I
Beep, beep,
inserted the information about the sector that Mason is into my brain. Look, the authorities are notoriously slow to respond to anything here. I think I need to go. Will you be my first mate?
Wow. No one's ever asked me to be their first anything before.
Will you please do it? My Mason.
From one
They're out there.
wife of a debris collector to another,
That
I
was
will
kind of
go
what I
with
was-
you. I
Yes,
will
thank
go with
you.
you.
Thank
Cut
you,
to
Kinder.
Mason in shackles with Lorcan in the prisoner hold.
So debris collecting, how's business these days?
Has it been
We
these
see,
days?
we see that Lorcan is talking like entirely too close to his face, and like they have room to move around.
Well, it's been fine, I guess. I'm sorry. Is this about me trailing your ship? I didn't mean to, encroach upon you or anything. What's this ship's deal anyway? Are you looking debris on purpose?
You're totally fine to be following us, but we're pirates, so
You're pirates?
yeah, we're a pirate ship.
What are you doing
Are
out
you-
in cluster 6.1?
Are you familiar with the concept of pirates?
Yeah, but aren't
Lorcan
pirates
leans in even closer.
don't pirates
We steal.
don't pirates wander on popular shipping routes or something? Why would you be out here? I'm the only ship that's been out here in months.
Well, our captain had this great idea to go into a black hole, and then we came out over yonder, and we
You're
had
not from this cluster at all?
no, we're completely
to-
lost.
Cut to Matt and Mel, who are just lowly crewmates who were tasked with sorting through the debris. iPad Classic.
Yeah, this is a 97 Macintosh hard drive.
Ugh, this is a floppy disk from 1800.
1800 when the floppy
Yeah.
disk was practically the year it was invented.
Practically. It might as well be since it's the year 3040.
Exactly. That is where look, can I just say something to you? I mean, we're just down here. Can't nobody hear us.
Do you want a space beer before you say it?
I would love a space beer. Whoa, hey, all right, it's gonna fizz a lot when I say it.
Ah,
You see that the beer
Worth it.
label has tons of like young, fit, attractive, athletic people on the can, just covering
Can
it.
I just say this is my dream?
Picked that one up in Scuba Dark.
Oh, no kidding. Scuba Dark, where they can go within their own brain to.
Exactly.
Yeah, cool. Well,
I'm
thank
gonna
you
get
for
myself
this.
one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, of course. Very nifty. Whoa, straight into the drink. That's really cool.
Okay, what did you want to say?
I think Captain's got a head full of rocks.
I don't think you're wrong. I mean,
I
why
know-
would he go after this debris ship? There's nothing on it except old mechanical stuff, junk
Tiny-
practically.
Tiny debris ship. When we went into that black hole, we diverted from a solar system that was filled with weak, puny planets that happened to have environments rich with valuable and you know what, he's got this yes man in there with him, his vice president, first mate, whatever they call him. He adds the titles, but he adds nothing to this crew. He adds nothing
Yeah.
to this crew. He brings nothing except for always saying yes. Now, you know who I do respect?
Who? Let's say it at the
Mel.
same time.
Uh,
Mel. Oh, you went first. That's all right. We had
We-
the same conclusion.
we didn't do, but we got where we needed to go.
You
I
know
think
what
Mel
she
would make.
told me?
Tell me.
You know that ship that we were about to board before we went into the black hole, before we got diverted? Do you remember that ship?
Yeah, we had our bridge connected to that ship, which was solid gold.
Let me tell you who owns that ship. Usher's great granddaughter.
A descendant
That's-
of Usher.
A descendant of Usher. Do you know
R&B
what would have
legend
been
Usher?
on that ship? Yes.
I gotta say, I think it's time for a mutiny. Am I the first person to have said this?
You're not the first person to have said this. No, I saw that on our
Cut
chat
to
forum.
Mason and Lorcan again. So you're saying that you're very popular here? Is that
Yeah, I mean, I'm the junior chancellor, so it's kind of, everybody listens to me. Everybody's got to do what I say.
Are you drunk?
No,
You're not. I'm sorry.
I have a glass eye.
You have a glass eye.
Yeah,
Your breath smells like kale or something?
yeah. I had a kale. I'm low on B12.
Uh-huh.
Do you get enough B12? Where did
I
you
don't
say you were
know.
from?
Yeah, there's vitamin B12 where we're from, but I don't know what my B12 level is. I'm probably fine. I eat a balanced diet.
We're
What-
a pretty tech first kind of pirate ship, so I get my B12 tested every day.
And seed and
All
seed.
right. That's our first long form. Really,
Oh man.
man, I can only imagine how that must have smelled.
My favorite thing, like I don't care that I do it every show. My favorite thing is just getting Lorcan to put his face really close to the camera.
Just see how he can get close to the camera next.
Oh man.
That's
Everyone in the chat, I would love for you to throw in an event and like a tiny descriptor of that event, like what makes that event particularly noteworthy. So that
An
could
event
be
in the sense like
like
oh,
a
go ahead.
birthday or something. Yeah, something
people
like that.
gather for.
Yeah, something people gather for. So we'll take those suggestions and start our next long form. But in the meantime, I'd like to ask Danny how his week has been.
My week's been decent, mildly overwhelming. There are a lot of things to do. My job has not changed a whole lot since all this has happened.
Yeah.
I still am editing and filming lots of videos with Mason, of course. Yeah, there's been a lot of that. I'm trying to focus more on music, but yeah, I put in my daily dose of walking outside earlier today. I walked over to
Well-
Subway and realized it was closed as I was getting there.
What have y'all been doing to like break the monotony of being inside and sedentary all the time? I've been swimming a fair amount.
Oh, that's
Oh,
wait,
you
do you
have
have a pool?
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
a pool.
Oh, that's so
Awesome.
nice. I'm visiting my parents, so I got to swim today for the first
Hell
time
yeah.
in a long time. So that's really nice. What have I been doing? I've been doing. I feel like I've already talked about it. I feel like I talk about it entirely too much now. But I've picked up yoga. I went from someone who never did yoga ever before to someone who does it like 4 times a week, and
I talk to you fairly regularly, and I've never heard you mention yoga.
Oh, I'm so glad. I just feel like I talk about myself too much in general. So I
That's not
just
true.
Thank you, Mel. What have you been doing to stay sane?
Well, I went back to work, So that's been.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so you're like, this is life.
I started an herb garden.
Ooh.
Oh, no kidding.
What do you
Wait,
got
like
going?
how? Yeah, what do you looking? What you got going?
Okay, this is either like really stupid. Should I try and take my laptop out and like show you guys?
100% you should.
Okay.
Are they
I'm gonna
sprouted?
They're sprouted, but it's
If it's
over the
just
balcony,
dirt.
so I'm gonna have to hold it precariously.
Don't
Please don't drop
by
your
the way,
laptop over there.
I'm curious to see how this turns out for sure. But just so you know, the suggestion I will be taking is a Clue-themed birthday party where someone actually dies.
Oh, love that. That's fun.
Yeah.
Oh my
look at
God.
those. What
That's
little
very lovely,
cuties.
Mel.
Wow.
Thank you. That's basil.
Good job, Mel.
That's
you.
Basil.
Yeah, there have been some amazing.
It's Jeff
suggestions
Bezos.
in here. Jeff Basil. Nice.
Basil.
Our second long form is going to be the suggestion of a Clue-themed birthday party where someone actually dies.
Great.
Uh,
Quick
love that.
question.
Yeah, please.
Do you think my lighting would be better if I turned off those lights?
No.
This is a
No.
discussion that should happen about halfway through the show. So I'm
Yeah.
glad that you're bringing this up.
The sun is going down as we do the show.
I think that's okay.
I think you're fine.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Thank
where
you,
did Mel go?
Kimmy.
Is Mel getting
Kimmy's
another
our
Michelob
suggestion.
Ultra? Do I have time to get?
Sure,
Yes.
go for it.
yeah. Why not?
I want to shout
Yeah.
out Kimmy, who is the lovely fan who gave that suggestion. Thank you so much.
Super
And also
fun.
thank you for the other people who've been typing awesome suggestions. I can only read the chat very sporadically, but it's always a very funny place. And I want to shout out all our viewers who contribute to a really fun chat. There's always like crazy hashtags and good jokes in there. And I wish we had time to.
Yeah. People
Shout out
started
them all.
noticing that I try and do the hashtags. I've been trying to time it such that it's exactly when you guys say the thing I hashtag. Because
Wow.
Oh, have you ever jumped the gun?
yeah. I've accidentally done it like 3 seconds early before a couple times. So I'm just kind of spoiling it for people.
That's so funny.
Even though it's an improv scene, it's not like a movie. But
Are you listening?
usually the
to both
hashtags aren't
streams at the
spoilers;
same
they're just
time?
like lines. What'd you say, Lurkin?
Are you listening to both streams at the same time?
Well, no, it's just like I have you guys in Zoom, so I'm getting it in real time. But then the stream, because it's like 15 seconds behind or something, I can create the hashtag so that I'm by the time you guys say it in the stream, I've got the
Ah.
hashtag in the chat already.
Wow.
I mean,
Okay.
it's yeah, but there have been times where I've jumped the gun and it's awkward because everyone's like, Danny can tell the future.
Shout out to
Wow.
Lindsay, who just commented that Matt was running for beer like he was in elementary school again. That's funny.
That's very funny.
Okay, our long form is a a Clue-themed birthday party, and someone's gonna die. So,
Love it.
without further ado, this is our second long form. Clue.
Hey Maddie, I just wanted to say thanks for getting to my party early and like helping me set up.
Oh my God, no problem. No problem, Mel. I mean, like, this is such a cool party. Like, none of us have done like a themed birthday party before. Your costume looks awesome, by the way.
Thanks.
looks so good.
I wanted it to be like a really cool flapper dress, so my mom took
Yeah.
me to downtown so that I could like get the fabric and like
That's so
I don't know.
cool.
I'm just nervous.
No, I mean, like, black is such a great color, you know? I mean, it looks great on
Yeah.
you. I know you don't wear a lot of black. You normally wear so colorful with your outfits, but Mel, this looks great.
Thanks. I'm just like I'm nervous because like first of all there's like a lot of logistics. I'm
Yeah.
just scared. And then the second
We see
thing
that our coffee table is like strewn with different like cutout instructions and like elaborate costumes that people are gonna have to put on. It looks like more work than fun.
and like the second reason is because like Lorcan's coming to the party and like I
Oh my
wasn't gonna
God, you
invite
invited him?
I wasn't gonna invite him, but then like I thought maybe I should because like he did break up with Hannah,
And he's so
I was like,
cute.
oh my God.
Cut to
Oh my
Lorcan.
God.
Cut to Lorcan at his parents' house because these are like kids, teens, like getting ready and just like looking in the mirror at himself. Just 1 second.
You handsome bastard.
Cut back.
And like so like now that he's not with Hannah, like
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was like for sure, but I thought maybe
Are you going to ask him out?
I mean I don't know if I can, but Inspector Lucy, Mike.
Oh, you're Inspector Lucy's gonna kill it. Wait, which one did you make Lorcan? Is
How did you know I was the murderer?
what? No, I thought you said you were the inspector.
You said Inspector Lucy's gonna kill it. How did you know I was the murderer?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just said that like not. That wasn't me guessing that you were the killer, but now I know it's all spoiled. Oh, I'm so sorry. I did.
Oh my
I
God,
meant-
Maddie!
I'm sorry, Mel. I didn't mean it. I am so sorry. Do you want someone else to be the killer now, or I won't tell anyone. I'll
Cut to
just
Hannah.
just-
Cut to Hannah and Lorcan. Hannah and Lorcan on the phone together talking. This is still before the party starts. Well, I'm still going, okay? Because you aren't gonna keep me from hanging out with my friends.
Okay, but I mean, we'll be dressed up as other people. Maybe we could, rekindle things.
Lorcan, you broke up with me at a football game.
Oh, yeah, but that was because I had to look cool in front of the rest of the team.
Lorcan, you are so concerned with looking cool, and it's so obnoxious to me that when you get around other people, all of a sudden you're Mr. Cool, Calm, and Collected. But I've seen you getting ready to go anywhere before a conversation with your parents. You get all freaked out, you like hyperventilate, and I don't understand why you have to put on such a facade. I bet that you're hugging your knees up to your chest right now.
No, I'm not, Hannah. I'm not.
Lorcan, everyone would like you even if they just knew who you actually were. I'm going to the party. I don't care if you're there or you're not. I'm going to the party. I'm going to have fun with my friends. Goodbye.
I can't wait to see you.
Cut to Mel answering the door, and Mason, one of the party guests, shows up in a really old-fashioned, like just business suit that's way too big. Hey.
Oh, hey, Mason.
Happy birthday.
I'm so glad you could make it.
Hey, sorry. I know I kind of look like a news anchor or something. Do you have like a news anchory role? Or that's all I had. I didn't have like a costume or anything.
No, it's okay. You can be Butler Stevens.
Okay, sure. Yeah. I don't know if butlers wear like brown suits where like the sleeves dangle off by a
Mason,
couple.
it's all fake.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I know that. I didn't mean that like I thought it was all real. I just meant like I'll be the butler. Thank you.
Okay, cool. So Mason, you're gonna be Butler Stevens.
Okay.
And here is your pocket of information.
Thank you.
There's snacks in the kitchen, and don't talk to Maddie. She's not playing anymore. Cool.
Okay.
Cut, 10, 15 minutes go past. Hannah arrives at the house. Ding dong.
Hannah Banana. Hi. I didn't know
Hey,
if you were coming or not. You didn't
Well-
RSVP.
Yeah, I know, and I'm sorry for that. You're my best friend in the entire world, and I trust you so much.
Hello,
and I just-
madam. Is there a beverage I can quench your thirst with? I'm the butler.
Oh, fun! I get it. It's like a news anchor character. Are you like the local hotshot news anchor?
No, Mel, I told you.
That's so fun. That's so fun. Melly Belly, I just wanted to say to you that, like, I'm sorry that I didn't RSVP. I trust you more than anyone in this entire universe, and I just felt like this would be a safe
May I
place for
hand
me.
you a towel, sir?
Thank you.
madam?
Yeah, you're doing a great job.
Okay.
No, I'm a butler.
Thanks,
I get it. I love you on the
Stevens.
5. Wait, I can be in character. I love you on the 5 o'clock news. You're so
No,
good.
they don't
I
have the
trust your
news.
journalism.
I was
No.
handing you a towel.
No, you can leave, Butler Stevens. Hannah Banana, I actually have the perfect role for you.
Okay.
You're gonna be
I'm
the
so game.
ugly maid.
Oh.
I
Okay.
think it's perfect for you. Like, I think you'll have so much fun. Like, you're always the best in our improv classes. Like, you're always doing so many like hands. Like,
Yes,
I think you'll just
and-
have, I think you'll have so much fun with it. And like, that way it won't be weird when like Lorcan
Okay.
comes in.
Well, is it okay if I'm just the maid, not necessarily the ugly maid? Because I see
I
this
think
is just a
it's-
maid outfit. Nothing about the outfit itself makes makes it an ugly made out. It's just a
No,
normal.
the ugly is what you bring to it.
What
Oh
if
my
I'm
gosh,
like
that
a
came out
nice-
like so mean. I didn't mean it like that. Anyways, so you're gonna
I
be
get it. I'll take it.
you're gonna
Cut
be
to-
Roberta.
cut to the party more in full swing with several guests.
Yeah,
a
like
lot
a
of
couple
guys.
hours later.
Yeah, a couple hours later, a lot of guys are surrounding Hannah, who's just in a maid's outfit, and they clearly think that she's great. And Mel angrily stands like behind them, trying to encourage them to start eating some snacks.
Oh, guys, I don't know. Just a little dusting here, just a little dusting there. Look, my script. I've given you all my clues. Guys, seriously, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
no, your clues were great, Hannah. What was that
Great
part
clue.
of like? You keep talking about how
Lorcan.
ugly you are after giving a clue. Like, is that a clue too, or like?
That's just like what the sheet says, and I'm trying. Look, I've been taught in my improv training that I just need to like go with the flow and like say yes to like all of the suggestions that I get. So guys, like I'm playing, but like I appreciate all the fawning, boys. I have to be honest. Like
Hey,
I
no
wasn't
problem.
feeling.
Well, ugly maid doesn't really work for you because you're looking like a babe tonight. Am I right, fellas? Am I right?
Yo!
We see all the guys. Yeah, Lorcan's so cool.
Okay, we're all having fun. We're
Hush
all
falls
having
all over the
so
crowd
much
listening to Mel.
fun. We're having so much fun.
We are.
Okay, so things are about to get a little nasty. So make sure that you have your snacks now because we're really gonna get into it after our snack break. So my mom made Oreos that she dipped in chocolate and then added little like red icing for blood. So you can have those or some Cheetos, but use the bathroom now.
Mason in his like oversized suit comes running down the stairs.
News anchor.
Mel,
What's up?
I know you told me to get my bathroom break in, but the bathroom door is locked and I can't tell if anyone's in there, but I did notice that there's like I think someone's in the bathroom and you should well, I don't know.
It's
The
Probably-
crowd murmurs uneasily as everyone's kind of like, "What? That's weird. What? Huh?"
Maddie's ringtone starts playing from the upstairs bathroom.
That's Maddie's ringtone.
Yeah,
we all
she
know
al- it
Maddie's
always-
ringtone, yeah.
It always goes off in class. She gets in trouble, but it's so fun.
It's the Monster Mash.
Yeah.
Wait, Did Maddie even have a character tonight? I didn't know
I
She's
didn't
not
even
playing.
see her tonight.
she's not
What was-
playing, but she's not supposed to be upstairs. My mom said we're not supposed to go upstairs.
It
Oh,
looks
well,
like
you
you
can.
spilled red paint in the bathroom. It's seeping out from under the door.
What?
What?
Yeah, weird. Red paint seeping out from under the door. That's so weird.
Let
Did
me
you
just check.
hire
I'm sure it's
Maddie to
fine.
paint your bathroom red?
The lights go out.
Maddie.
Lights go
Oh
out.
my gosh. Mom?
Cut to 2 hours later. Couple of detectives standing in the middle of the living room, kind of looking around. All the teenagers, some of them still crying, kind of sitting on the couches.
Mason's
Mel's
giving an
mom-
interview.
Yeah, Mason's still
Mason's
in
on the 5
character.
o'clock news.
And like it's really insensitive, like he shouldn't still be in character. Like a teenager died in this house, and we look at the two detectives who are sort of standing in the middle
Yeah.
of the.
So tell us
So-
again what you saw.
So, well, maybe if you gave me your coat, sir, I could recall the events better, sir.
What are you, the news anchor?
What? Why does okay? No. Okay. Sorry, sir. So I went up the stairs and I went up to the bathroom because it was snack time was ending and we were going to start the murder mystery. And then I tried to go in the bathroom and in the door, I don't think the lock really works because it was just kind of hard to open. And I kind of opened the door a bit and I didn't quite see exactly what was going on. And then I felt really embarrassed because I thought I had sort of barged in on someone. So I closed the door and then I went downstairs and I told Mel it was locked. And I just hadn't heard from Maddie all night. And,
Cut to like 25 minutes later, like still rambling.
and it's confusing because I wasn't sure because based on what I heard earlier, I just wasn't. I
It
just
cut
didn't know.
to Matt and Mel, who are an old couple watching the news in their home. They're not gonna edit this down. They're just
This
gonna
is
play
bizarre.
the whole
This is
interview.
truly
Come
bizarre,
back.
honey. Come back.
And that's all I had. That's it. I wish. I'm sorry.
In the background, as Detective Lorcan continues to interview this kid, Hannah Banana kind of grabs Melly Belly and kind of pulls her aside into the kitchen and is like, "Oh my God, this is crazy!" Like at first, I have to be honest. Like at first, I thought it was like part of the thing, and I was thinking about coming here because like Lorcan was gonna be here, and like I felt like there was something weird between us, and like I don't know. This is awful.
You were
and I
not
just
gonna come?
Well, I just wasn't feeling great because like Lorcan broke up with me at the football game, and then everyone gave him high fives, and then like I
What
came
happened
and,
to
like,
ovaries before broveries?
well, everyone knows ovaries before broveries. That's what we all say. But I have to be honest with you, okay, Mel. When you put me in the ugly maid outfit, it almost felt. And look, I don't want to like get into it, but like it almost felt.
Well, you're
like
getting
you-
into it.
Well, I am getting into it, I guess. I just don't want to.
Okay, finish it.
Can we move past this part?
Yeah, whatever. I'm like a little freaked out because someone literally died at my birthday. So
I'm
sorry
super
that I don't
freaked
want
out.
to get into what you're feeling.
You're right. You're the birthday girl, and I just want to say, like, I trust you more than anyone in the entire universe, and like, I'm so sorry that this happened on your birthday. I guess that's all I was really trying to say.
I guess I'm just like really frustrated because like I timed out the planning perfectly and like we're supposed to have cake.
Wait, I mean, that's what you feel upset about, Mel? Maddie died. Maddie died. I mean, you're upset about Maddie dying, and then it's like also crazy that like it happened during your birthday. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, she was supposed to die. She knew I was the killer.
What? The lights go out. The lights go out.
Cut to Mason talking to Lorcan as the investigation continues.
Look, kid, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Did you kill Maddie?
No, I didn't kill Maddie. Why would I kill Maddie? I'm just the butler. Oh wait, I just realized the butler always does it. It wasn't me though.
All right.
No one even thinks I'm a butler.
Look.
Two medics are carrying out. Two medics are carrying out Hannah's body. Hannah has now died as well.
Mason
We
doesn't
see
want
that-
Lorcan to turn around and see. Oh,
No, you definitely don't.
look at this outfit. People think it's a news anchor outfit, but it's really not. I mean, if
Not a
you
news
turn,
anchor.
We see that parents are starting to pick up their kids. So Mel stands up on the couch. You guys, nobody can leave. Okay, we didn't solve the murder mystery yet. The murderer's still out there.
Lorcan thinks to himself, "Wait, that was supposed to be me. I was supposed to tell everybody that they are not allowed to leave. This is on me. This is really." I
Yeah,
didn't
no,
do my
she's
best to
right.
cover
She is dead right, everybody.
But you know what?
Close that door.
I have the name of the murderer right here in this case file.
Give me the file.
You
I'll arrest
have
the
to
person.
guess.
please don't make me read it out like it's news.
Was it Mason?
No, it wasn't me. I wasn't the murderer.
That's one down.
What does that even mean?
Cut to
No, there's
Lorcan's head.
police here.
Cut to Lorcan's head. Lorcan is trying to sort out whether or not this is part of the game in some way, or whether or not this teenager has actually determined who is the
How many
murderer.
guesses do I get? I could be down to my last guess here. I gotta use this wisely, or the murderer could walk free.
Cut to Lorcan at the precinct. Lorcan's at the precinct. It's 2 days later. They brought in another detective, clearly determined that Mel is the murderer, and he's sitting across from his boss, the chief of the detective wing. Lorcan,
Yes.
I gotta ask you, but where did this break down? I mean, what? Because it was so evident. The two people who died. Mel first was the kid. I mean, clearly this Mel kid is a psycho. The
This
first
Mel
kid,
is a mad genius. Let me tell you, Chief.
Morgan, I just don't think so.
Everybody was leaving, and then she told them to stay. She told them to stay. Chief, if she was the murderer, would she tell people to stay? I don't think so, Chief.
Logan, the answer is yes, because she was clearly the murderer. There were two clear motives, and she was the only person with the people who got killed
We see
immediately before.
We see that Mel is sitting in the corner of the office still holding the case file.
Chief,
I had to bring
gotta
this
get
kid
that
in
file.
myself.
we just got to get that file, Chief. If we can convince her to give it up, it says who the murderer is in the file. She
Logan.
told me.
It's over. Give me your magnifying glass. Give me your magnifying glass and your hat with the flaps. It's over. You're not a detective
Okay, this
anymore.
isn't fun anymore. This isn't fun anymore. Like, it was supposed to be a big reveal, but it's me!
Mel, you killed two people.
Yes.
It was Mel?
All right,
Logan!
cut. All right, that's it, everyone. That's our shitty murder mystery birthday party long form.
What do you mean shitty? There were twists, there were turns.
I
There was
mean,
a
well,
news
the
anchor?
mystery aspect I don't think was very compelling. I think literally the
That's
first
great.
time someone died, they immediately Mel's the only person who could have done it.
Mason,
Listen.
I liked your attempt to throw in something that could make it seem like the news anchor kid was, but that
Yeah.
ship had sailed.
It was difficult to because it was just so hard to assume anyone else did it.
Well, so we for people who are watching, we have done like pretty elaborate, fun murder mystery shows.
Mhm.
And it's really because like if you've ever been to a murder mystery party, just like imagine that, but like a bunch of improvisers doing it on stage and they don't actually know who the murderer is. But it takes like a bunch of cast members and like a couple of runs of talking about like how it's gonna work and like lighting and like we're just
That's
like
something maybe we'll save it for another one where we have the full time to do it and like
that would actually be
establish
really that would
relationships.
actually be fun. I would love to do. Let us know in the
I've-
chat if
I've
you
always
thought that
wanted-
shitty murder
Yeah.
mystery was good.
I've always wanted Script Not Found to do a murder mystery for a Halloween release.
Oh, that would be a
Ooh,
blast.
that's
Yeah,
really fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like with these Zoom shows, we can like especially we can just like play around with stuff. It's
Super
fun.
fun.
Totally. Yeah.
How's everybody doing? Where are we at? What are we Captain?
I mean-
what do you think?
It's 7:15, and I think that we're pretty close to wrapping up. We can, we can like respond to a comment or two, or so. If you're in the chat, you can let us know a question you have or just something you want to say.
Love that.
But yeah, it looks like the murder mystery Halloween special thing is a hit idea. So I think we
Yeah.
should bookmark that as something that's on
We've
our.
got 4 months.
That'd be
Cool.
really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Dan?
We've got 4 months.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
and
I'll
we'll
get
need
started.
all four.
Just so
Yeah.
if
to
any of you've
top
never
that
seen
performance.
if any of you've never seen an improvised murder mystery before, they're usually like the things you typically agree upon before you do one is just that you agree that you're going to have like a detective, and it's like there's generally a slight film noir influence, but everything else is completely improvised. And typically, the fun part of a murder mystery is that as you learn details and characters and through these interviews and stuff like that, the cast all discovers around the same time the audience does
Yeah.
who the killer is and how they did it and stuff. So it's a
It's
really,
really
fun, genre to do. Did Mel kill him is one of the questions.
We still don't know. You know,
It's
guys,
not
I just want
possible
to
to know
say
that.
what's so fun about that form is like it sort of leaves it open-ended. You know, it's like to the
Yeah.
viewer at home, like who do you think killed them? And it's like there's not one canon answer. It could have been lots of different murderers, and that's how
We have
picked
Yeah.
We have a question of do you... Run, Matt, run. Oh, that was great.
That was awesome.
We have a
Shout
we have
out,
a
Dad.
question of do you have any pets? And the answer to do I have any pets is no, but I really, really want to get a dog.
Oh, yeah.
My
love that.
housemates and I decided that before quarantine ends, it's kind of dicey to get a dog for us because we don't know what our lifestyle will be like when things are no longer quarantined.
Oh, that's yeah.
And we don't want to like introduce a dog and get it used to all these habits and then completely destabilize it and like not have a
Oh,
clear
that's very
set of
thoughtful.
responsibilities and stuff like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So no. But do any of you have any pet stories or fantasies?
I had sea monkeys once.
You had
Ooh.
sea monkeys once?
Yeah.
I could
What is
never.
a sea monkey?
I don't know. As far as I could tell, it was an empty tank.
Sea
Yeah, they're like
monkeys.
these little tiny
Wait, Mason,
things.
are you familiar with this
Genuinely.
phenomenon or no? So sea
Wow.
monkeys are a thing that you give a kid, and it's just like an empty, like aquarium type tank thing, and you're like, yeah, there's sea monkeys in there, and that's
No, they're
kind of
like
all
real
it is.
things.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are real animals.
Yeah. Like very, very small.
Danny, can you Google sea monkeys,
Yep,
please?
I'm already on it. I'm literally already
It's
on
not
it.
just an empty tank.
Yeah, so they're a real,
Definitely an empty
they're-
tank.
They're
It's
a
No, it's a type of brine shrimp.
Yep, Lorcan's
Yeah.
looking it up too. Yeah, I was literally gonna say that. Yeah.
No, I
Maybe
just
your
did that
parents
to-
didn't give you sea monkeys.
Matt just learned that his parents were like, just like telling him
would-
shit to make him go away.
Yeah.
I 100% thought that was like a thing you give kids when you're just like, fuck you, you're not getting a pet.
Mel, Haley Weisberger asked, who's Mel's favorite cousin?
Oh my gosh,
Ooh.
it's Haley Weisberger. Of course,
Wow.
this is a good opportunity. So, Haley is
Does she have a
like my-
podcast you can plug?
No, but she's my most talented cousin. Oh, I shouldn't
Oh.
have said that. She's one of
And
my
you're
most
cool.
talented cousins. But she just illustrated a children's book. And
wow.
let me pull up the photo and like the information for it because it is so cute and it is about equality.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's awesome.
that.
I also like the
It's
trending
called-
hashtag sea monkey erasure.
So it's called Little Dumplings, and she did all the illustrations.
Oh.
So if you want to go check out their Kickstarter, just look up Kickstarter Little Dumplings, and it is so cute. It's like a little children's heart book.
Oh, I love that.
That's really
Shout out
cute.
Haley Weisberger.
Super cute. So she's now
Mel,
Haley
we-
Hazel, but
Haley Hazel.
yeah.
Mason.
Mel, our conversation about pets made me reminded me of your passion for pigs.
Yes.
And I'm not sure all of our viewers know about that yet. Would you care to explain?
I love pigs.
What are some things that you have that would let someone know that you love pigs?
Oh, hold on one second.
Mel, are we still in your ear while you're wandering around? Can you still hear us?
I don't think so.
Doesn't seem like it.
I hope she brings back her basil plant.
Quick second, if we can get.
Oh.
Oh,
It's
very
Pua!
cute.
Cute.
Mel's a big
Mel-
pig fan, everyone.
Yeah, Mel's big on Mel.
I also just ran
want
past
you-
my boyfriend who is watching the stream, so he has a little sneak peek into what's coming next.
Wow, very
Uh,
cool.
Mel,
Mel, if you
can
could
you tell us-
picture. Oh, go ahead, Mason.
Can you tell us
Wait,
the story
Mason,
briefly,
you
Mel?
go first, and then Matt, I promise I will get back to you. But Mason, I
see
gotta
you.
answer your
I hear
question
you.
first. I see you. I will get to you.
The time that our improv team made you cry with a story about pigs.
Yeah. So we have this one teammate who told me. So I was already upset because I didn't get to go on this team trip because I was busy.
What
And
trip?
he told me it was to go see a show at UCB. And he told me that on the way back, they all stopped at a pig sanctuary. And I am extremely gullible. I will believe anything anyone tells me because I only believe in purity in people's hearts. And I burst into tears and I cried so hard. And Mason was like, Mel, that didn't happen. You were
Also,
crying
like,
over nothing.
we also like. I remember being like, "That's not even. I don't even think it's a plausible story. Like, I don't think that's a thing. Like,
Between
'Cause he was
Los
talking
Angeles and Santa Barbara, that well-known pig farm.
The only one that I
Baby
know of
Pig
is
Sanctuary was the story.
the only
Baby
one that I
Pig
know of is
Sanctuary, yeah.
north of Santa Barbara. And so I was like, you guys drove
knows
past
where they are.
home.
Wait, is that
Yeah.
a real thing? A pig sanctuary?
Yeah, Mason and I have gone. It's incredible.
I mean, it like sanctuary. I think is a generous term because it's a no-kill farm.
So
I
what
thought
do the
Mason was
pigs-
gonna.
What do the pigs do?
They
They're just being awesome. And
That's
you
not
can,
a farm then.
You can
They-
purchase them.
they eat the
Oh.
the vegetable byproducts and like
Mason
fertilize
learned
and things
about
like
it. I just wanted to sit and watch them.
that.
Matt, what was
okay.
your question?
Yeah, please.
Oh, I completely forget.
Mel, there was another question. Someone wanted to know how to properly hide the body.
Mm, crucial.
The best way to hide a body is to make people wonder if there ever was one.
Ah.
Wow.
Did you murder Maddie? Who's Maddie?
Who's Maddie? Never heard of her.
Don't even think she exists.
Shout
I
out
just-
Hannah, by the way, who was just crushing it with the boys, even though her own best friend was trying to sabotage her.
Yeah.
May she rest in peace.
Yeah, God bless her.
Yeah.
I figured we can go out on a last question, and the question I'd like to ask is, what are some like guilty pleasures or things that you guys do that like our audience might not know about?
Ooh.
Mine personally is I probably like I've picked up playing Super Smash Brothers Ultimate a fair amount.
Oh,
over the
nice.
last year,
Mhm.
and
Is that a guilty pleasure? Like, do
Yeah, 'cause
you
it's-
wish?
when I was a teenager, I played like a ton of video games, and I assumed that I'd be like a gamer for life, right? And in college, that really like started to melt away very quickly. And as an adult, I like haven't really gamed with any intensity for like the entirety of it. And quarantine has obviously changed all our life habits a bit,
Yeah.
and gaming has like creeped its way back into my life a little bit. And it's been kind of like weird because like I simultaneously don't feel comfortable doing it because it feels wrong. Like it reminds me of being a kid who was supposed to be doing homework. But like I've been doing it, so I probably game more than you think I do, and I play Smash now. With
I
my
game
roommate.
more than you think I do.
It's
Okay.
not a bad
Um,
thing either.
Lindsay said that Matt's guilty pleasure is being fit and attractive.
drinking light beer.
It's just like it's embarrassing. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah,
It's
I feel
just-
so guilty.
I just realized that we could totally in a future live stream we could totally do good bad worst.
Oh God! Shout out Good Bad Worst, the
Yeah,
improv
yeah.
game of my high school days.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Anyone else?
It's just you get advice. We would get advice from the comment
Oh, yeah,
section,
yeah,
and then one person has the good advice, one has bad advice, one has the worst advice. Yeah.
That would be
Does
fun.
anyone else have anything they do in their free time, or is it only me who has a guilty pleasure?
I don't know, Mason. You really showed your ass with that whole "I play video games" thing. So it's like,
I used to play a ton. Is the thing. Like I used to play like if it was like Saturday, I'd play like 8 hours.
I do. That's a long time to play
Yeah.
video games. I love video games. But 8 hours is a very long time. I have this YouTube channel that's called Cartnarks, and it's a guy who goes around and like confronts people who do that thing when like you're at the grocery store and you have a shopping cart, and instead of like taking it back to the cart corral, they just like leave it in an empty parking space, or they like push it up like on the curb. And this guy goes around and like says like he has like a little like voice, and like he has like this like he has like a little siren thing that he holds, and he goes like whoop whoop whoop, like Cartnarks, like that's not where you're supposed to put the cart. And like of course he ends up getting in like huge arguments with people who just like are like, what the hell is happening? And so
Chaotic
like people get like really mad at him and like argue with him, and like that's the kind of like toxic like negative kind of like stuff that I don't usually engage with on the internet, just like people just like kind of like messing with other people,
Causing
But-
fights.
yeah, just like causing art, because like it is like that is a jerk thing to do. You should
Yeah,
take your cart
It's
back,
kind
but
of
like
funny though.
also, and it's hilarious, it's really really funny, but like it's also a jerk thing to do, to like run around and like record you getting into arguments with people who are probably just
Yes.
like I'm just trying to get home. So
Yeah.
that's probably my guilty pleasure, is just that
Mhm.
like I just can't like I can't stop watching them once I start. I just watch more and more Cartnarks videos, and I just feel like it's the kind of negative content that I don't usually like allow myself to consume, but I'm just like, God, it's so good the
That's
way he
really funny.
yells at
I
people
definitely
about
did not think that would be your answer.
their-
This was one that so recently it's gotten more popular because because last week tonight with John Oliver promoted it, but Mason and our friend group and I used to watch Yell's Marble Runs, which is just literally it's like the Olympics but with marbles. And they each have like a color coordinated team. They have like a diehard fan base in the audience. It's really well filmed.
Oh, I
They have
love that.
merch. You can actually go and like buy shirts and stuff for the different teams. We created pretty intense backstories for these teams. We had some big rivalries. Certain teams were in a rebuilding year, stuff like that. It was really fun. But that was like a weird thing where we'd sit down for like an hour and just watch that.
That's awesome.
Commentary. Yeah.
That's pretty fun. What is
Yeah,
it on? Is
It's
it
on
just, like,
YouTube.
Oh,
YouTube.
okay,
Yeah,
it's
and but yeah, last week tonight they basically John Oliver and them they just started endorsing Marble Olympics.
They
oh,
basically
that's fun.
they needed more like funding to continue. Basically, they needed Patreon supporters, and last week tonight bought them out for all financial support they would ever need to become their like chief.
Didn't
I mean,
last week tonight does that. They like buy random, like they bought like I forget what it was, but it was like the loincloth from like some obscure
they
film.
bid on Russell Crowe's loincloth from Gladiator.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So that's like I love that as a recurring bit where they're just like we're a
Just
show
buy
on
something.
HBO, so we can just like throw money at funny things. Like I love that. That's my dream for Script Not Found is that we can just like buy expensive stuff for a bit.
Yeah,
I think the most famous one they did initially was that they like donated a lot of money to this medical clinic for koalas who have syphilis.
Oh yeah,
Yes, yeah, I do remember that, which is like a real problem for koalas.
Yeah, it's a big problem for koalas. They have a syphilis epidemic, and there's only these like small like medical facilities that can even treat them because they're not given the resources that like a people hospital would have. And so last week tonight just like funded it so that they could.
Isn't it called
that.
I think it's called the John Oliver like koala syphilis fund.
It's the
or something.
I would imagine so.
Yeah, they insisted that it still be called like the Koala Syphilis Clinic. So it's like the John Oliver Koala Syphilis Clinic. They were like, no, don't call it the John Oliver Clinic.
Yeah.
The John Oliver Koala Syphilis. Yeah, that's great.
All right, y'all, it's about 7:30. And on that note, thank you so much for joining our live stream. There will be more. Please follow us on social media, on Instagram, Twitter, etc. And we will be sure to post on social media our personal pages as well as Script Not Found page, and when our next stream will be. We're going to keep doing these streams. And we love you very much. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
for
we
us.
do need to. It has been brought up to our attention multiple times that we need to say what our majors are.
Oh, thank you. Yes,
thank you for
so
reminding
good.
us.
And shout out to our friends celebrating Pride.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. All right, y'all. Be safe. Be well. And on 3, our majors. 1, 2, 3.
Political
Theater.
science, but with a minor in writing.